I've literally been speechless for hours, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to talk to a camera about this.
Oh, for God's sake, Niall!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new around here, then hi. My name is Jasmine. I make One Direction videos on this channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little Let's Talk About It segment all about Louis' live stream show that happened in London. This is so crazy because I remember one of my very first videos to like blow up was the Let's Talk About It I did when Louis performed in Spain last year at the Coke Festival, and I sat down and filmed a whole video like freaking out over his new songs and stuff like that. And now I'm essentially doing the same thing. But yeah, so in this video I'm basically just going to be kind of talking about the live stream, my thoughts on it, and of course showing you guys my reaction to Louis' new song, Copy of a Copy of a Copy, which is such a crazy song title, I know. And I also want to get into a discussion about the song, what I think of it, and what some of the lyrics probably mean. So yeah, it's just gonna be one big long video kind of going over the stream, reviewing what happened, and talking about it, as you do in a Let's Talk About It. So without further ado, I give you this Let's Talk About It, the LT live stream. So I think I just want to start off by mentioning that I am so impressed with how the process went for this show. Besides the whole ticket malfunction thing, the site crashed and all that stuff. But after that, everything that they did was handled so well. There was a lot of constant hype surrounding this show, which made for like really good promo. Louis' team was like constantly posting about it and like counting down the days. And then like Louis himself was constantly posting about it as well, which made for good promo. And I thought it was a really good idea when he like played the little snippet of him rehearsing in London for the show. It just creates so much excitement and buzz and lots of really good energy for what's coming, and I thought that that was handled really well. That's something that I really admire about Louis and his team, and I do not admire his team, so that's saying something, because Louis' team, we don't have a good relationship. But one thing I do really like about them and him is how they film a lot of things that he does. Whenever he's like traveling somewhere, doing a performance, doing promo, they always film every single thing that he does so they can put it in these little like clip reels and his IGTV footage and stuff like that. And it's a really, really good thing because that's a nice collection of memories to have, and it's really good for the fans to see what goes on. So I really liked that he posted that little rehearsal clip thing before the show. Like, can we talk about the long hair? Do you want to talk about, I was asleep when that video was posted of like the rehearsal. So I wake up and I check my phone, and the first thing I see is like this notification that said something about his hair is trending #1 worldwide. It was like a UA notification. So my first thought was like, oh, Harry did something to his hair again, because usually when his hair is trending, it's Harry, like it's either grown out or he cut it or it's styled for Don't Worry Darling or something. So I was like, oh, Harry did something to his hair. And I go on Twitter and it's Louis. And I saw that Louis tweeted, I saw the video, and I immediately started crying. I started crying and freaking the fuck out. I don't know why. I don't know what overcame me. I just saw him, like that one clip of him like strutting up to the microphone with his long hair and the hat on, and I just had a moment. It just looks so good on him now for some reason. I don't know why. I want him to continue to grow it out a little bit more so it's like proper long hair, and I want him to style his hair how I do mine. Imagine if Louis like put 2 strands of his long hair in front of his face like this, and then put the rest in like a low little bun, and then put his hat over it with the or imagine if he tied his hair up in like a man bun and then put a headband on with his like Adidas track pants. Baby, please. But anyways, going back to what I was actually talking about before the hair, is just I was really impressed with how everything was handled from Louis' team and from Veep's as well. And then we get to Louis' stage setup, which was insane. When he said he was doing a live stream show, I really thought it was going to be like a chill, intimate kind of thing where it was just him on a stage with some instruments performing, kind of like Niall did. But the fact that they like went all out, like they had this whole stage setup with different setups for different songs. Like We Made It, he had like the big wheel behind him, the arcade wheel from the music video, and at one point he was standing on like the big target like from the Walls music video, and at one point he had like those blue lights going on in the background, the red lights, the Kill My Mind setup with all the fans behind him. Like it was actually like a concert setup, which makes me wonder why he didn't do all that on tour. Maybe you should bring it to tour. So then you have the actual performance, like the actual show, which no words None. This is the part where I just don't even, like, I don't know what to say. So beyond every expectation that I had. The set list was so perfect. Obviously he sang all the songs from Walls, which is amazing. But he also did some of the songs that he did on tour. So he sang like Beautiful War, which is so good. That song fits Louis' voice so fucking well. And he also sang Through the Dark and Drag Me Down, which Drag Me Down. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna need a studio version of his Drag Me Down cover. It was so good. That shit was so good. And the notes that he was hitting at the end. Nobody, hey, nobody can drag me down. 5 chef's kisses to that because it was so good. I just thought it was really cool how he added a bit of a twist to the songs that he was doing. Like, a lot of them sounded different. Obviously he did like the rock version of Just Hold On like he did on tour. And he also did a different version of Perfect Now, which was really good. It was like a string instrument kind of version of Perfect Now, and it made it sound so like otherworldly. I felt like I was floating in heaven. But he did do like a different arrangement for a lot of his songs. That guitar solo in Fearless, do you want to talk about that too? Can we just... The end of Fearless came and I thought he was about to start a new song. I thought he was about to start singing Copy of a Copy of a Copy. But then all of a sudden his guitarist starts shredding this shit out and I was like, oh whoa, and then it just kept getting more intense. Like, it was really good and then it just kept getting better and better and better. That guitar solo, I feel like it's the reason that I'm going to be able to keep going in life. He also did a bit of a different version of Always You with the instruments, and his vocals the entire show were just incredible overall. Like, I really feel like Louis has probably been working with like a vocal coach or something. I don't know what it was other than that. Like, I just really feel like he's been working really hard on his vocals and the confidence thing. I feel like he was so much more confident during this performance than he was during others because his voice... His voice. When I tell you I was sitting there shaking. Like, I don't even know what else to tell you. Like, his vocals were insane. Oh my god, that note change when he was like, chase it. Oh. I'm gonna be thinking about that for the rest of my life. His vocals were just insane. They were so good. They were so strong, clear, supported. He sounded like he meant it. He just sounded stupidly beautiful, especially with his band. Wait a minute, this is my third. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about his band? Like, I knew he had a great band because he's played with them before, but this live stream was really their moment. Like, he gave them their moment and they took it and they owned it. They owned it. They're so talented. And the way that they harmonized with him, like in Through the Dark, when they were harmonizing with him. Thank you, Louis' band, because they're gods. No, they are. They're gods. But yeah, Louis' insane vocals paired with his insane band just made the entire show so amazing. They were electric up there. It was so effortlessly entertaining. Like, I was just so engaged the whole time. I was having massive breakdowns because of how proud of Louis I am. Here's my fourth, can we talk about it? Can we talk about how proud of him I am? Because I bet you can relate. Sometimes I just have these moments where it really hits me. Like, I'm always proud of Louis, of course. But sometimes I just have these moments where it hits me so full force that I feel like I could fall over. And it's a proud feeling that's so overwhelming that it's almost endless. Like, it has no depth. Like, it's just always there, always going, always getting bigger somehow without stopping. And there were so many moments throughout this live stream when I had that hard-hitting feeling like, holy fuck, I'm so proud of him. Because I say this all the time, but it's true. Louis has just been through so much in his career and then still managed to come out on top and prove to the world that he can keep going and that he's good at what he's doing, that he's the best at what he's doing, and he's having a good time doing it. And during the live stream, I just had so many moments where I'm like, wow, he's really here doing this right now after everything that's happened. And also another thing is just like how many people were watching this live stream was insane. I saw something that was like someone added up all the stats of like how many tickets Louis sold and how many people were watching and tried to put it in perspective, and it turns out that the amount of people that bought tickets for this live stream would equal up to Louis selling out Madison Square Garden 7 times. The amount of people watching his live stream equals the amount of people it would take to sell out Madison Square Garden in New York 7 times. And Veeps also talked about how it was their like biggest event and most sold ever. So beyond me. Okay, now that I'm done talking your ear off about the show, we can talk about Louis' new song, Copy of a Copy of a Copy. This new song was teased a few days ago when Louis tweeted that the first clip in his little behind the scenes rehearsal thing was not a cover and that it was a new song. So many thoughts. I don't even know, where do I even fucking start with this? So many thoughts about this song. I'm gonna play my reaction for you before I talk about the song and the meaning and my feelings and everything. Now this reaction video isn't going to be like a proper one where I sit down in front of my actual Canon camera and react to the song. I just recorded it on my phone real quick because I was sitting there looking half dead, freaking out, having a meltdown over the stream. But this is my first time genuine reaction to hearing Louis' new song as it was played live on this stream. He's about to play the new song, so I'm gonna react to it.
So I thought I'd put something new in this set for you. This is called Copy of a Copy of a Copy.
Oh my god, he's really about to play a new song.
It's no curse, dreamers diving head first, broken beaks and dead birds, can't get through the glass.
Okay, lyricist.
No use crying over spilled blood, caring only kills love, a kiss won't bring it back.
Oh my god! This indie rock king. Oh, I love that part. Oh my god, this man is literally a rock star. I'm gonna go. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh my god. This is unreal. This is unreal. Oh my god. It's amazing. I think I spent the majority of that song with my mouth hanging open, just sitting there like, and that's just because I was like wholeheartedly so shocked. And the reason I was so shocked is because of the sound. I remember so vividly years ago in like 2018, in the early days of Hey Angel, I was sitting there talking about Louis' new album, which at the time we knew nothing about. This was before Kill My Mind was out, nothing like that. And I just remember sitting there and thinking like, oh yeah, Louis said he's gonna release like an indie kind of album. That's what we're expecting to hear from him. Like indie rock sounding music. And then Walls came out and it wasn't like what I was thinking it was going to be. That's why I was so shocked, because Copy is like that indie feel that Louis really identifies with and likes and connects with. And that is the moment when I heard that song that I was like, LT2 is it. Because we've been waiting for that sound from him. That like sensual indie sounding vibe. That's what we've been waiting for, and he delivered. It fit him so well. I don't even need to sit here and tell you that. You know that. It fit him so well. Like that song and that style of music was made for him, or he was made for that. Like that is Louis Tomlinson, straight up right there. Copy of a copy of a copy. That's exactly what I would expect him to sound like and what I would expect his music to sound like. Not that I don't love Walls. That sounds so bad. No, I love the songs on Walls so much. Some of my most favorite like all-time songs ever are on Walls, like Only the Brave and Defenseless and Walls itself. Like, I love that album. But I'm just saying, like, Copy of a Copy of a Copy really, to me, sounds like Louis has found his voice, he's doing what he wants, and it fits him so fucking perfectly. Then you have the lyrics. He just keeps proving time and time again that he is a lyricist. Like, we knew that. He's the lyrics man. Liam said it himself. He's so good at that kind of thing. But this song, you've proved it once again, King. Like, you've done it again. The lyrics are just so poetic. I want to read some of the lyrics to you and kind of go over what the song, like, means and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of discussion all over, like, social media about the themes of Copy of a Copy of a Copy. So I just want to say, like, the common theme that I've seen a lot of people, like, pretty much everyone agree on for this song is that the song seems to be about Louis and his struggles as an artist. And he's giving comfort to all the other people who are going through the same thing as him. So the song starts out with the lyrics, "It's an old curse, dreamers diving head first, broken beaks and dead birds can't get through the glass." I think the line "dreamers diving head first" is literally so telling. When you become an artist or famous in general and step into the industry, you truly are just diving into everything head first, especially when you're so young, when you start out. Like, the One Direction boys were like 17, 18 when they signed their contracts after they got out of the X Factor house and like went full force into working. So it's so interesting to me that the song literally starts out with him saying, "It's an old curse, dreamers diving head first." Like, it's an old curse, like decades of people going into this job without thinking about it too much, without knowing what you're gonna get yourself into. And it's also just so crazy to think about, considering that this is his first song away from Psycho, like this toxic label that had such a terrible hold on him for so long. And the first thing that he shares with us after leaving them is a song about the toxicity of the industry and how it continues to hit you even when you're down. But another thing that I noticed is that in the beginning of the song he says, "It's no use in crying over spilt blood, caring only kills love." And we really don't have the official lyrics, so there's been some debate over whether he's saying caring only kills love, like caring kills the concept of love, or if he's saying caring only kills, comma, love, like as if he's talking to someone and calling them love and saying like love, caring only kills. But either way, that line is really interesting to me because right after that he says, "I know that the first blow hits you cold." So he's saying like there's no use in crying over spilt blood. Caring is only gonna kill you. Caring only kills. Because the first blow is gonna hit you cold anyway, like betrayal. Like the thing that you think you care about is what they're going to use against you. Or like the more deeply invested you get into it, the more they're going to take that away from you. And the fact that he says broken beaks and dead birds can't get through the glass. Broken beaks, they're taking away your voice. Birds use their beaks to speak, you know what I'm saying? This industry is going to steal your voice from you. And then followed by the dead birds thing, which obviously birds are like a symbol of freedom. And they're taking that away from you too. Louis also says, "I know that the first blow hits you cold. Young man, hush your crying. Dry your tears away. Nothing is original. There's nothing left to say. You won't be the first or be the last to bleed. Every broken heart as far as your eye can see." That starting line, "I know that the first blow hits you cold." Like when you have that first realization that maybe this isn't gonna go how you thought it was. Yeah, the first time is going to hit you cold. Like you didn't expect that. You won't be the first or be the last to bleed because this happens all the time. This happens to all kinds of people. Louis isn't the first person or the last person to be tormented by his own team / management. And then of course the chorus goes on to say it's a copy of a copy of a copy, as if these people are like robots. Just the same thing over and over again. A new person comes along, gets into the spotlight, and it happens to them, and it happens to the next person. We're all just copies of each other. We're all just public images. But the next line is the one that's like, when he says, "I can hear you howling till your lungs hurt, so let this be your comfort. You're not the only one. No, in a strange way, we're all in this together. Been this way forever. You're not the only one. I can hear you howling till your lungs hurt, so let this be your comfort. You're not the only one." This song is literally so vulnerable and honest. Like that line is just so deeply personal. He is literally singing about something that cut him so deep. But even as hurtful as that thing was, there's still comfort in knowing that you're not the only one. He is not the only one. Other people are feeling the same thing, going through the same thing. We're just copies of each other. Then after that, the song pretty much repeats the lyrics from earlier where he's saying like copy of a copy, hush your crying, stuff like that. It's just looking at all the lyrics together like that is making me want to have a breakdown all over again about this song. Like, I just feel so much. And when Louis said that his music is going to be open and honest, he was not playing around. This song is even more open and honest than the ones that were on Walls, in my opinion. So it makes me so on edge about the other stuff that we're going to hear from him later down the road when he starts releasing more singles. Copy of a Copy of a Copy is just amazing overall. He did later tweet, like after the show, that he didn't plan on immediately releasing this song. Right now she's in Medicine territory. Like, it's just an unreleased song that he's gonna sing on tour. So we're probably gonna have to wait until LT2 for a studio version of this song. But yeah, that's basically everything about Louis' live stream. I feel like I could sit here and repeat over and over again a million times how happy I was with the show and how insanely proud of him I am. I love the new song so much, like so beyond words, and the show was amazing. He did incredible. I'm eternally grateful for this man. There's nothing I won't do for him except sing Kill My Mind, but there is nothing else I won't do for him. He's my best friend. He's the love of my life. He's my person. He's my home. He's my because. Okay, like, I will get cheesy. He's just my whole heart, and I'm very, very satisfied with everything that happened today. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of his performance, what your favorite songs were that he sang. Let me know what you think of Copy of a Copy of a Copy. Don't forget to check out the description for my social medias. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If I can find any clips from this performance, they will be in the description. Illegally, I guess. If you want to listen to the song and you haven't heard it yet, I definitely have multiple links that you can go and listen to it if you haven't heard it. I got you, don't worry. But other than that, I hope you're all doing amazing, that you enjoyed the live stream, and I'll see you in my next video.